Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Glad you guys were able to make it with us once again.
Too, bro, Cole.
For that, bro, Cole. Man, bro, how you been, bro?
Man, I feel pretty good, man.
That's wonderful.
Doing a lot of renovating around the house. Had some days off. And the wifey got me doing the DIY projects and whatever, you know what I mean? Little time doing more work at home than I do at the job, you know what I mean?
But you look at it like this. When you do get ready to sell, I mean, man, you didn't upgraded it. You upgraded your property.
Well, you know, I think you got to do that with your property every so often. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know, as far as the updates and whatnot. Because when we moved in this house, it needed updating. You know, we had wood paneling for a finished basement, but it's wood paneling though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is cool because you know everybody doesn't have the money to do a full restoration. So sometimes, you know, I love that channel, HGTV.
HGTV,
yeah. They got some programs on there to show you how to work with what you got just to make it more current looking. And that's kind of what I did down here with, you know, with painting and stuff and, you know, trying to find some sales at Home Depot where I can, you know, redo some things and, you know, around the house. So it's a process, but it's good, man. And, you know,
you doing it.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I ain't doing it by myself. You know, I got to thank my lovely wife for being, you know, just being that foundation for the family, and you know, she don't mind getting her hands dirty.
Wonderful.
You know what I mean? So you know, shout out to my wife Nona. You know, all respect in the world. You know, but other than that, man, everything is good, bro.
That's wonderful.
You know, yourself.
Man, thank you for asking, bro. I mean, you know, I'm good. Just like I said earlier, just really working on developing myself. You know, being the best version of myself that I can be, man. And there's some work there, but that's okay. I'm willing to put in the work.
Oh, yeah, It's that journey you was talking about, remember?
Yes. Just being in the realization, man, if I want to be able to give, I want to be able to give the best of me to others. I can't do that if I'm not working on myself.
Absolutely. I agree with that, but what we got today, man, and you know, I know what it's about.
You want to go ahead? You want to introduce?
Man, I just listen, people. We have another inspiring story. I mean, it's about a couple that's opening up a restaurant. That they don't charge for the food. Okay, but. You know, let's just roll the tape, roll the clip, so you guys can see it, and then we will come back and comment on it.
Be right back.
Even before the doors open, the energy at Drexel and Honeybees is buzzing.
Good morning.
Here in Brewton, Alabama, it's one of the hottest lunch spots in town. But what you won't see, menus, prices, or a single dollar exchanging hands. This restaurant operates on donations only. Their motto is simple: we feed the need.
I just wanted to do something to show people that money does not make the world go around.
It's the brainchild of Lisa McMillan and her husband, Freddie. Together, they're serving up hot meals every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 11 to 1 p.m. A small town in southern Alabama, Brewton's population barely tops 5,000. Countywide, more than 17% of people are food insecure. Lisa has spent much of her life trying to change that. For more than a decade, she drove door to door delivering meals.
Over 100 a day. A lot of them went to elderly people who were struggling. Everybody should have the right to be able to go in a restaurant and have a meal and not worry about paying.
She shared her dream with Freddie, and the two were all in. Together, they took half of their retirement fund to bring Drexel and Honeybees to life.
So when you first told your friends and family about this,
they thought we were crazy. People were telling us, how y'all gonna open up a restaurant and people don't pay when the ones that's charging people going out of business?
6 years later, this is the daily lunch rush. They even had to recruit a little help.
So if you're standing back here for 2 hours, you're getting tired.
That's just a fraction of their work. Lisa does all the shopping.
How do you all decide what's on the menu?
That depends on what's on sale at the grocery store.
Okay.
Then comes the cooking. Every meal is homemade.
So this is hard work.
Oh, God, it's hard work.
But that work comes from a personal place. That's because years ago, Lisa was in the very same position.
I was pregnant and no food. When somebody was barbecuing, and I smelled it, and I just started crying because I didn't have anything to eat, and I don't want anybody to go through that.
That's why she pours her heart out here. Today, Drexel and Honeybees gets an annual grant to help keep doors open. But the bulk of the support comes from the kindness of strangers.
A lot of people come here to share a story. Believe it or not, the hope.
We have a bunch of people that normally wouldn't socialize with each other, and now they're friends.
And her customers feel it too.
The meal is just like the extra.
That's right.
Donation is the big part.
That's right.
Help the needy.
The food is great. It's good. Every day the food is good here.
But the real heart of the place, Lisa says, is the donation box.
Tell me about these partitions here.
Okay, the petitions were put up here to make sure everyone had their own little private place to come.
That privacy, she says, is the only thing that keeps some customers coming back.
We had to set it up where they could keep that pride, keep it intact. And that's what we did.
Some days she finds $1,000 inside, others just a few coins, but always the handwritten notes.
Thank you. Because of you, a family of 4 ate today. We don't find a whole lot of money in there, but we find everything we need in there to keep going.
And she plans to keep going for a long time to come.
And every year I ask God, give me 20 more years, Lord.
20 more?
20 more years. That's right, 20 more years. These doors will never close.
And she really is committed to that. She says the doors will never close at Drexel and Honeybees. And guys, believe it or not, she and her husband are still putting their own money in to make sure that the doors stay open. They say that they'll use the rest of their retirement if they need to do it. Now, that place is very special, but another special aspect are the volunteers. There are people, they say, that come from as far away as Indiana and Maine. They've heard about it on Facebook or social media, and they say they flock down there because they just want to be part of something special. Guys.
All right, bro.
Man. I got so much to say about it, but Mo, I'm gonna let you go ahead with it first.
Oh man, first off, thank God.
Yes, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus.
Yes, for people like this. Thank God for this woman and her husband.
Yeah, Lisa and Freddie, by the way. Yeah.
Yes, straight out of Alabama, and we know about Alabama as being one of those southern poor states.
Right.
So for somebody to not have that much,
right,
to not be rich and still give out of their own pocket, Mo.
Yeah. Their own retirement, whatever they give.
Yeah.
They giving they money up.
Yes, they on a fixed income.
Yes.
But thank goodness for the hearts of people that have come through and donated.
Because that's what they accept.
Yeah.
It's donations. And I like the fact that they keep it humble, meaning they have it's private. It's a partition that separates the one person that's donating from the rest of the crowd.
Yeah.
Nobody needs to know what you're donating.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Because you don't want to judge anybody because they put a quarter in there. Okay.
Right.
Some people just don't have the money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But there's some that do. You know what I mean? That it's going to pay way more than what the meal is worth. But it's not for the food. It's to keep that dream alive. Freddie and Lisa's dream alive.
Ooh.
And I really when you showed me this clip, Mo, I was like, man, this is just God at work.
Yeah.
It's God at work. You know what I mean? Because that's the way I want to go out. I want to go out with, I'm not worried about dying with a couple $100,000.
Right.
That you're not even using.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? they're using their money the best way that they can. You can't take it with you. And they're using it to help other people.
Yeah.
And they're showing God's kindness.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Which inspires, is infectious to others that may not know what they can do to contribute in God's name. You know, to the people, you know, out here or whatnot. And they're just a fine example of God-fearing people, man. That's all I can say, bro.
You know,
beautiful,
man, perfect example. A round of applause,
man,
for this couple right here, this married couple,
Lisa and Freddie.
Here. And it's something that you said earlier, man, about you know, having that foundation with your wife. You know what I'm saying? Because it seemed in the clip that it was just her idea, but I know that he wanted to do that too.
Right, he contributed his money too. Yeah, that's a joint effort right there.
Yes,
joint venture right there. That ain't just Lisa. That's Lisa and Freddie.
Yeah,
you know, when we talk about two God-fearing people, that's on the same accord.
Yeah,
you know, and they're taking taking enjoyment out. You know, they're getting enjoyment out of what they're doing because they're not only just feeding people.
Right.
You know, they are spreading God's message of love, of kindness, of patience. You know, everything that God is made of. You know what I'm saying? They're spreading that. That's you know, and again, that is infectious to those that might not have a way or know a way how to show that love as well. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's just wonderful, man. It's wonderful, man. I love it. I love it.
You know, I wanted to talk about something, and this is about my time in doing volunteer work.
Okay, all right.
Now, I didn't know that there's people out here who don't even have a coat. Right. You know, don't have no cell phones. I thought that all these kids had cell phones of some kind of device that they can get on.
All the ones I've seen,
right? But there's some that don't.
Right.
You know, there's some that don't have no cell phone, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I'm just saying that's what it seems like the majority of young people out here have.
Right.
They have things, but there's even children out there that don't even have those things.
Right.
And I didn't know that until I started volunteering, and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, there's some people out here that's really poor.
Yeah, you know? And they look forward to those meals that are given out, you know, whenever they're given out. You know what I mean? Just like at the restaurant down in Alabama, that, you know, that we just that we're doing a clip on right now.
Yeah.
They're, for the people that really can't afford to donate much, they at least leave notes.
Yeah.
Saying, well, hey, you know, one of those was like, yeah, thank you. Because of you, we ate today. You know, that's just impactful right there.
That is.
It really is, man. And you're right. We really, because we're so caught up in our own bubble.
Yeah.
It's hard for us really to see the other stuff that's out there. You know what I'm saying? But when you're doing outreach work like this, you know, you get to see that type of stuff. You know, like when you was volunteering and doing outreach stuff yourself, you got a chance to see the other side of the fence and appreciate even more what God has done for you.
Ooh, man, you ain't lied, man.
You feel me? Yeah.
You ain't lied. It's something humbling to say the least. A lot of the people that volunteer, they got stuff going on. And I appreciate them people too, because they don't have to volunteer their time. They could be like, well, you know, I'm not gonna deal with that kind of stuff.
Right.
But even though they doing pretty well for themselves, they still decided to come out and give their time and energy and put it into somebody else.
Oh, right.
And that right there, I think we need to see more stories like this.
We do.
So we can encourage others.
Right. We definitely we're actually doing a transition, people, of kind of putting more of this out, this type of content out, opposed to kind of like the regular stuff that a lot of other YouTubers are putting out. Don't get me wrong. There's so many different YouTubers out there that, and some of them are really putting out some really great content.
Yeah.
But we want to be one of those YouTubers that are just strictly putting out great content that's inspiring other people. We don't ask for anything, no donations or anything. We enjoy what we do as well. And if it's anything that we can get out there to you guys that can inspire you in a great way, in a good way, in the Lord's way, we want to do that. We take pride in doing that. And we're going to continue to do it, Lord willing, as long as we can, So.
Yes, well, you all, y'all heard our dialogue. Now y'all go ahead and put your comments in the comment section, and I pray that this right here is one of those videos that goes viral, like the video we did on the spring break.
Oh yeah,
that went over 2,000 views. That's almost at 3,000 views right now.
Well, you know what? There's other people that put that out there, the same kind of clip.
That's
you know what I mean. But at the same time, that their dialogue wasn't exactly the same as ours.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
They was on the fight stuff,
Yeah, they was. Yeah. And then, you had some that was just like, what is this type of debauchery that's going on here? You know what I mean? It's kind of what we was on too.
Right.
It's like, okay, we can do better as a people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not just even talking about black people, and I'm just talking about people in general.
In general,
you know what I mean? Just being under one accord instead of doing a separate white, black, this, that.
Right.
Hispanic, Chinese, or whatever. None of that really matters.
Mm-hmm.
There's only two type of people: there's good and there's bad people. That's it. Either you with God or you with your other daddy, Satan. You know what I mean? So I don't have a one daddy. That's Lord Jesus Christ, God, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, that's kind of where we at with it. You know what I mean? That's where we want to keep it Jesus. Keep everything positive, because this is something that when you put more positivity out there, I feel that helps people more instead of putting out the debauchery, and the chaotic stuff out there that people are getting all these thousands of likes from. You know what I mean? I'd rather just get one like from putting out good content that people actually can feel and actually can use to better themselves.
Man, very well said. Very well said. I do like the fact that we do put out that content as well. Mm-hmm. I do understand that, even with the spring break video that we put out, a lot. I read a comment on there. It said that something about it. I think they was like expecting that kind of stuff on there.
Right.
But when we switched it up on them and was talking about ways for people to think differently when going on spring break.
Right.
That was like something wrong with that.
Right. Well, and we're not gonna talk about our viewers or nothing like that, because everybody's not gonna see things the same way.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Our mission is to put a perspective, a different perspective out there that's not really used by many.
Yeah.
That is actually can be more helpful, and not only in your life but in others as well.
Factual.
You know what I mean?
Factual.
So, everybody's not going to agree with everything that's being said, and they're not supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody has their own opinions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But just understand what we're trying to do.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Put that good word out there. So, all right, you all, go ahead, comment, leave your comments in the comment section below.
Yes.
Remember to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell. Ding.
Right. And don't forget to Hulk smash, y'all.
Hulk smash that like button. And until next clip or next video, really.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.
Yes.